Bears lose 27-10. The Packers ran all over us. They ran 38 times for 203 yards, 5.3 yards per carry. What the box score doesn't tell you is we actually ran the ball better with 27 carries for 180 yards and 6.7 yards per carry. Our problem is we had no passing game, and Fields threw only 11 passes. Nobody was open. Getsy went away from Demo at times. We had too many 3-and-outs and came up short tonight, but there were plenty of things to be optimistic about. We didn't get it done tonight, but it's just one loss, and this team continues to play hard. Let's get right into the initial reaction of the breakdown. In the first half, the game started out quickly with the Packers driving down the field but having to settle for a field goal thanks to a big sack by Trevis Gibson. I spoke about Gibson in my pregame breakdown, and he made a play right away. The Bears would then answer back and drive down the field to score a touchdown and take a 7-3 lead. The drive was set up by 3 big runs by David Montgomery, a 30-yard pass to EQ, and capped off by Fields running it in himself from 3 yards out. We had a 7-3 lead early in the game. The rest of the first half belonged to the Packers, who answered right back, driving down the field and scoring to make it 10-7 Packers. After this, the Bears would have 3 straight 3-and-outs. The Packers had 1 3-and-out in there as well before they ended up converting a 3rd and 28 and then ended up scoring Aaron Jones' second touchdown of the game. This was followed up by another Bears 3-and-out. Green Bay would then drive 67 yards to extend the lead to 24-7 at halftime. Things were not looking good. Kyler Gordon had got beat a few times, so did Roquan, Brisker, and Morrow. At this point, I'm asking myself if the coaches can make the kind of adjustments they made last week and get this offense going. On top of that, we have to figure out a way to stop Aaron Rodgers in the run game, because at this point, they're moving the ball at will. In the second half, we got the ball, came out flat again with another 3-and-out. Fans were clearly frustrated. We took advantage of an A.J. Dillon fumble to get a field goal and bring the game to 24-10. David Montgomery again had a couple of nice runs, and Fields hit Ryan Griffin for an 18-yard pass. We then stopped the Packers again thanks to a mistimed snap that put them in 3rd and 22. This took us to the fourth quarter, down by 14 points. The entire fourth quarter was basically 2 drives. We got the ball to start it and drove 90 yards to the 1-inch line. Justin Fields' knee was down on an outside run when he reached out and touched the pylon, but his knee was down just an inch short. On 4th and goal, we lined up in shotgun and went with the QB draw and was again ruled just short. The Packers would then run a bunch more time off the clock and drive down the field for a field goal, effectively ending the game. I didn't understand why we didn't run a QB sneak. The draw was odd to me, but looking at the replay, it was still so close. To me, it looks like Fields crosses the line with the ball. It was reviewed, but the call on the field stood. And after the Packers' eventual field goal, the game was 27-10. We got the ball back with just over 2 minutes left. We were literally an inch short of making this a 1-score game on back-to-back plays. Both plays, the ball does cross the goal line. The first time, Fields' knee was down just before he hit the ball with the pylon. And then on the next play, the ruling on the field was ruled just short, even with the replay looking like the ball just crossed the goal line. It wasn't conclusive, so they stayed with the call on the field, and that's what it came down to, the call on the field. Fields would then throw an interception on a miscommunication with EQ, and this game was over. Entering the fourth quarter, the Bears' offensive line effectively took over the game and drove down the field easily. This was one of the biggest positives of the game, but they could not cap off the drive for a touchdown. It's a game of inches, and after playing flat for most of the first half, we came up just short in the second half as well. This is just one loss, The fan overreactions are a bit ridiculous. To be fair, the Packers ran all over us, and Roquan Smith did not look very good today. Kyler Gordon had a bad game, and the Packers punched us right in the mouth. Rodgers and company won this game handedly. That said, we are a lot closer than people think. We were literally inches away from making this a one-score game with nearly 7 minutes left. When it was ruled not a touchdown, it pretty much killed any hope we had of winning, and our team was done after that. This was not the performance I was looking for. We had so many 3-and-outs that Luke Getsy really never got into a rhythm. Most importantly, I was really disappointed with the defense. Roquan Smith especially. Fans are overreacting about Kyler Gordon hard. He played in the slot against one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. Did he have a bad game? Yes. Does it change how great of a player he should become in the NFL? No, not one single bit. Roquan Smith, though, he's not a rookie. He's a guy who wants to be the highest paid linebacker in NFL history, and he was invisible tonight. He was okay last week. He struggled at times, but he bounced back and made some plays. I didn't see that tonight. Obviously, I have to dive into the tape, but this performance tonight was extremely disappointing to me and did not resemble anything like a guy who should be the highest paid linebacker in NFL history. Right now, Roquan is betting on himself and losing. He needs to play better. I could be overreacting. I'll dig into the tape, but my initial reaction is that Roquan was awful tonight. Luke Getsy's play calling, it wasn't horrible, but the Packers clearly called a better game. They knew what was coming. The good news is we played 2 of the top 5 defensive lines in the entire NFL, and it's clear that our offensive line is a lot better than it was last year. David Montgomery was running over people tonight and had a huge game like I predicted. Khalil Herbert also bounced off a couple great runs. We play the Houston Texans and the New York Giants the next 2 weeks. Both are very winnable games, and we are 1-1 after playing the 49ers and the Packers. We are clearly not the worst team in the league, but we are also not the best team in the league right now, and we have some work to do. There's still a lot of positives to take from tonight, and I will be diving deep into the tape, even though it'll be painful. Stay tuned, guys. Hit that like button for me, and until next time, bear down.